So Kronk,
There.
how long do you want to spend searching today?
Well, 6 hours. I spent 6 hours searching Goodwin inside. Yeah.
Fair. Eh. Eh. You're able to find the armor of which you seek,
Yeah.
but only at the very end.
Man, it's been a long day.
By the time you're leaving, it's about 8:30 p.m. So we're gonna leave you there for today and jump back to
The wild hogs.
Hey, just real quick, why should I put that armor under in my inventory?
just do like family armor, honestly, because it is a purely custom item that has very specific things that happen if very specific things happen. So it's all custom.
Okay, cool.
Sure, the wild hogs on their wooden bikes at the front gate of Cape Copper. The sun's still high in the sky. It's about 9:30 a.m. Pipe and Perk both see you and have stopped you before you crashed into the front gates and damaging their fine purling. They open the gates and just give you a look of mild concern, but they say nothing, as this isn't the first time you've been leaving. You'll probably come back.
Maybe without a member.
You never know. But
Let's
what are
do
you
this
doing?
again.
Oh yeah. So, can I get a history check for remembering how straight the road is? Because I don't remember
Yes.
myself. But
I will give you a history check to see if you can remember what bits of the road weren't blurs. Which, going
Well,
out
with
the
the
last
oxen.
time was pretty slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the oxen it wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
I mean, like highway hypnosis and all that fun shit.
but still.
Let's see, 15 plus 5, so it'll be 20.
You can remember the path and all its twists and bends and bridges over little streams and rivers. But you're not sure how long it'll take you on these new vehicles. But you can remember the pathing and
Okay.
whatnot. You could steer effectively.
I'm gonna try to go for like a medium pace, whatever medium is on this thing.
Push off,
Yeah.
roll.
Flat roll is 19.
Austin, you don't even see a dust cloud. He's just gone. You
I
don't
get off.
hear anything. His just whole essence is just gone, as if he turned invisible.
What beautiful exuberance. I step off the bike, I stretch my legs. I prepare to push off. I would like to...
You might want to hang on tight.
That's not what I'm looking for. Not that. There it is.
I'm just gonna start playing my hurdy-gurdy. That's an interesting way to hang on. Because I'm in the back.
Oh,
I clench my thighs like a motherfucker.
I was about to say, you do just have the seat, the bike seat that you're sitting on, and Oog to hold on to. And he's kind of ooey gooey and a little bit oozy.
Okay, so as I hurt... He slimes you because he loves you.
I'm wearing my gimp suit.
Yeah, but if he gives you a big ol' hug, there's some that's gonna leave. That's gonna.
We have the bread on top of the microwave. yeah, if you want to be really adventurous, we have cinnamon streusel bread.
That would be adventurous.
Pretty sure Oog's eaten something like that before.
Sounds about
Too
right.
bad from what I hear.
But no, figure a road trip song like Smoking a Bandit, and it just starts going off of a
Give
hurdy-gurdy.
me a performance roll, and if you roll well enough, I'll give it to you as on top of what I'm gonna roll to see if you can hold on.
Especially with Oog pushing off.
You do well. It maybe sounds a little bit like Smoking and the Bandit, but yeah.
I'm going. So he now has inspiration.
How well do I remember the route back?
Which, give me a second.
With
Make sure I
your
give you.
status as a grunge and your general knowledge, the Oog wisdom, yes, you would very much remember the topography almost perfectly. Honestly, this isn't your first traveling. This isn't the first time you've had to go out mapping. It wasn't what you were coming here for, but it also was.
So any performance, you get an extra D8 to any performance checks.
Okay.
So you get to roll a 20 and an 8, and that's your number.
And you, my good sir, will be rolling with your Arcana Bonafire and straight strength roll.
Give me a sec.
Him?
Yes, so it is a plus 19 plus the inspiration.
So roll a d20 and a d8 and then add 19.
Yep.
You're gonna go fast.
I look back at my ride along and I'm like, hold on. And the D8 you said?
Yep. A d20 and a d8.
You roll them both.
And then you add the d8 to the d20 roll.
And then you add 19.
Holy shit. They're about to fly.
Warp speed.
They don't have fucking little
18
on this thing.
plus 6?
Plus 19.
43.
Bye.
I did tell my passenger. I did tell my passenger to hold on.
Which is
I
fair.
hope you're holding on.
I think you should roll a strength.
Go-
Just
go.
well,
Go back. Don't be back here with the DM. Rude ass.
I was about to go for some toast.
No, now I need to roll something. Or a few things. Ha
So you're probably gonna pass me.
Your destinations were the cart, correct? Wonderful. So, you two, how?
How are you gonna spin this one?
I'm gonna start with Tulio. Essentially, what you're feeling is like in Steven Universe whenever the ship goes to warp drive to where it's faster than light, so their bodies are traveling behind the ship technically.
Okay.
That's what you feel like, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You take off, and you're getting there at warp speed, like full on, and you feel almost rubber bandy.
Okay.
Before you can perceive anything, because the photons haven't even caught up to you yet, Kronk, while you're searching through these piles and you're getting a really good feeling that you're getting close, you can almost see a glimmer in one of the piles that you're like, that's it. I know that's it. And you just hear this sonic boom that causes like a good 8-factor earthquake.
What the fuck was
And
that?
everything almost goes around in like a wave in a very stormy ocean, and everything gets mixed up, and this is why it's taken you all day.
Kicking off his
I don't know.
screws.
I don't know whose fault this is, but
And-
it's Buford's fault.
Oog. Buford, you perform wonderfully, but you don't even get the first note off, honestly, before you are sitting next to the cart with the oxen grazing amongst the fruit trees of the oasis. Oog, your legs hurt a little bit, but it's more of because you haven't had the opportunity to use this type of strength yet. Tulio, whenever you're rubber banding, you can almost see a before image of them just standing there, but it's not quite clear to you until you fully settle. And it's almost like Buford's already gotten off, continued playing his little traveling songs that just started, apparently, because you can tell the start of a song. And you just see Oog smiling with the biggest grin, kind of just in shock, standing there, but like, yes. Kronk's still trying to survive the waves of storage. But you are back in the desert oasis.
Alright.
You see the cats watching you, but they haven't said anything or really given you much mind. You're about 75 feet from the actual pool and oasis itself. You're just in like the outer green.
Someone decides that you should drive the car up a bit woozy. Oh yeah, I was gonna make coffee when we got here. I'm gonna go make coffee.
Tulio, you enter into a scene that you've seen at least once before of a perfectly clean cart. Everything's been put away, the cabinets have been closed, there's no dishes, the leather makeshift hammock of R.I.P. a long lost friend hangs there, almost upgraded, with extra padding, a few tassels, and some like red velvet liners.
Abercrombie, you're a saint, thank you.
You just feel like an AC breeze pass through the cart, and you see the oven turn on, or the stovetop turn on. Somehow, it's a wood stove, so like that normally takes a little bit of prep, but whatever. And yeah, you head to the kitchen, grab everything you need from the cabinets. What is that? What do you need for coffee?
Okay, so I need obviously the coffee pot, the coffee strainer, and we're not gonna go with a fresh batch of poison this time.
I mean, to be fair, anything in the cabinets at this point has been fermenting for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just like a drop or two, and just add a cayenne to it.
Whatever you want to do. Nobody else is inside. I'm pretty sure Oog is still chilling, trying to
Ooh, loves my
figure
coffee.
out his legs.
It's not going to affect me.
Bedford,
Hasn't had my coffee yet.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna go. I'm looking for the cabinet labeled extra toxic
poison
or hazardous container.
He's attempting
So-
hazardous
to.
cabinet.
So you walk in as Tulio has everything laid out on the cabinet, and who labeled the cabinets? Was it? Okay.
Bedford Original labeled that bitch when we put that
Yeah,
purified cauldron
I'm pretty sure he
of
did.
concentrate
No, I'm pretty sure it was
in
OG
the
Bedford.
cabinet.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was beautiful.
I
It
was,
was
low-key trying to
tiny
think
body
of what it
snatch,
was labeled, because I didn't think it was
There-
extra. It was just like symbols, wasn't it?
Every hazardous marker I could
Yeah.
put on it. And yeah, I don't think I had paint or anything. Just all the hazard things. Really big.
Tulio just grabbing a jar and adding it to the coffee.
So, whenever you approach this cabinet, you see a spell long cast, but long broken and long overtaken. All of the symbols show up in draconic, abyssal, every underdark language you can think of is appearing on this cabinet. Give me a wisdom check to open the cabinet if you so choose.
Is check?
Yup.
Check, not save.
Check. It won't be a save until it's physically attacking you. You're technically just opening it.
Stuff.
Hmm.
It's actually, the mic is picking anyone else up right now.
Player
It's more of
question.
a distance thing and projection.
Player question to the DM. If I wanted to learn another language, how would I go about that? Like in
Study.
universe. Okay.
Find a book, find some way to do it, find a teacher.
Okay.
Best say,
I think I dissolved one of the teachers.
yeah.
I made him play a game. No one else remembers. I'm the only one who remembers. Because I used a wish.
But it's technically canon that you don't remember.
It's canon that no one remembers.
All I know is Julia does freaky shit.
True.
That'd be a 6.
The markings lash out almost as if a snake tongue trying to figure out what is disturbing it. And you get slight necrotic burns, but they're more of stains upon your hand because they don't hurt, they don't deal damage, but it's definitely uncomfortable and you don't like it. But yeah, the cabinet's open. You see all of this poison that you had placed in here, and it was originally a deep purple. It seems to have now changed to almost a golden honey.
I'm going to carefully load my crystal syringes with it.
Okay.
And then carefully put them away.
Is there like a passive perception? Would I have noticed any of this happen?
Passive is in your character sheet.
Nobody's opened this cabinet
No, like.
since he put it in.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying what I've noticed. Like.
Oh yeah,
doing
you
that
would
with
have
the passive.
noticed. Yeah,
Okay.
this is within 10 feet of you. You would have seen it over your shoulder and just like, oh, hello, oh.
Okay.
Special note, golden oob.
If we could pass around the mic whenever someone's speaking, outside of my side.
I've been speaking up in text.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you've been a whisper so far.
I've tried to be loud.
I know, you're good.
I'm projecting. If it's not picking me up, we need to get more.
I'd say yeah, about that distance is good. 6 to 12 inches.
Not right here, just there we go.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Because we all know how Buford is about different things in his face.
But yes, how many syringes are you filling with golden oog?
All 6. Yeah, my 5 regulars and my shiny. Once I double check my inventory, I have it properly marked. Yeah. Yeah, all 6. So both forearms, do they have? Is it like an active glow, or is it just like honey gold, ambery look?
It is very much a honey gold amber, and the viscosity is very much similar to honey. It has a flowery aroma.
We'll let it be. I'm not making the dumb choice. I'm gonna let it be.
Let's say the oog ooze that Tulio used was some of the normal purple, because it has been fermenting, but it has not been fully stored in the same way, is all I will say.
Fair. But still, I'm using the one that I'm using.
Yes. I just wanted to confirm that you didn't want to add some golden oog.
Not yet.
Because that is specifically golden oog, and you have oog ooze.
Yeah. No, see, I about went down to half health last time I fucked up my coffee, so I'm gonna chill with this ooze for a bit.
Fair. And I hope everyone noticed that a few of you got the advanced poisoner skill, specifically because you've been giving each other poison consistently.
I did notice that. I'm like, ooh.
I want you to know that's why specifically, honestly.
Because
That was a little giggle for myself too.
It's like Impractical Jokers, but it's ha, we poisoned you.
Again. Cayenne.
Feisty.
It just gets to like the anime family thing where it's just like, this is the only poison you have? Lame. I've already tasted that like 700 times.
Literally. Get something new.
New flavor? No, same flavor.
Well, oog's flavor has changed a bit.
He's acquired a new flavor.
I mean, your skin is
32
changing,
flavors.
and as a grunge, you at least would know the significance of these colors.
He's like Dr. Pepper. He has 23 flavors.
Nah, he's going for the full 50.
Okay.
He's got to double it and then add a few extra credit, you know? He is a grunge general at this point.
Powerful grunge.
Iro. Oh, since
But
I
yes.
can do the thingy with Eldritch Invocation, I'm gonna pop a Detect Magic without expending a spell slot to see what the circuitry looks like. Now that I've been given permission.
Give me an Arcana check.
Yep. I know that's a plus 10, so 23.
You're just blinded by the light. Like, you cannot fully see any specific line because you are in the oasis. You are just blinded by this golden light with light ember and very deep red flakes.
Not the gold of the Yerwin, different
No,
gold.
different
Very different
gold.
gold. Cool. That's
This
all I needed to
is...
know.
You definitely feel a apathy in this type of energy. It is not negative, it is not positive, it just is. The Erdogan's gold is more
Positive?
of the like pollen haze with
Okay.
gold flakes within it.
Gotcha.
I would definitely say you are overwhelmed, and yeah, you can't see much outside of just a sea of this overtaking everything around you.
I'm gonna look at this a little bit farther away. Put that off. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're in here.
Yes.
You any good with animals? I don't honestly remember.
I was raised on a ranch, so yes, I'm half decent with critters. Yes, I'm half decent with critters. I was raised on a ranch.
Do you think you could get the cart moving back towards Cape Copper?
I suppose.
Alright then. We should probably load up our vehicles into the carts behind the cart and then try to get this back on the road.
I will proceed to check the rigging to make sure our caterpillar cart is ready to go.
So,
While he's not looking, I'm gonna add a couple more drops of poison into the coffee.
I want to grab a cup of coffee and sit on the roof.
Okay.
Stretch my legs.
I can't believe I lost this goddamn armor.
Yup. We just do a quick flashback and then back to the cart as you all are just doing things, getting things ready, getting coffee, sneaking a few extra poisons. Buford, how are you connecting, or how are you, what are you doing with the bikes? Specifically is what I want to know.
So we've got the rickshaw, the two-wheel wagon, the two-wheel cart, and Mudcuz, yeah?
Yes.
So at this point, yeah, you'd have Mudcuz with the lead.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like a uncovered wagon.
So it's like a flatbed wagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like very like half-foot walls.
Okay.
And then yeah,
And then
the
like a
little like
rickshaw.
two-wheel rickshaw push cart.
So... let's see if I can get
And then the bikes.
Mine's a trike.
It would be so adorable if you put the animals on the bikes. I just now thought about that, Loki.
Then just go
Ooh,
with some
real
supersonic
question.
speeds.
Put a small Gatling gun on the back of it.
Put a small Gatling gun.
Bufordette.
It's not-
Platypus on the back.
Oh, we can make it
Bufordette is looking around for crow. Or a crow. Or is the owl cat the only...
I believe the
avian?
only general animals in this area are the animals Mudcuz brought with it.
Okay.
The cats probably
Because-
ate the rest of them.
Your crow's no longer a thing, bud.
I will say the cats would be the closest thing, but I would not dare to call them
Cats?
animals.
What happened to the owl cat?
It's chilling in the rafters over the ook pot.
Okay.
He's kind of found that as his nesting spot.
I'm gonna lash the forks of the flatbed cart to the rear railing. And then I'll lash the rickshaw handles to the tailgate of the flatbed. What's in the rickshaw right now? Anything?
Isn't that where we put the hay?
Yes, that's where the general feed would be for the beeflocks. However, since they've been in the oasis, they have been eating the fruits of upon the area.
Oh.
Thank God they're not
So,
hay.
yeah, no, they're just chilling. They're just like literally out grazing at the moment. I need to make a roll. Ooh. Oh no. Everyone give me a perception check. Well, except for Kronk. Well, actually, no. Kronk, give me a perception check. I'll bump off an hour and say you can go drink sooner.
Alright, I can do that.
Perception says 21.
Cut. Good job blocking the camera, guys.
You're welcome. We're
It's
professionals.
mostly the green boy.
22.
I can put a green screen image there. Wonderful. You all notice a very tall, almost as if there's a derailed train coming through the desert directly towards the oasis.
16, by the way.
Yeah, I'll bump off 30 minutes.
19 for me.
But yeah, everyone would notice that. But no, it's very much in the distance, almost a mile out, you can tell. But it is a plume of at least 400 or 500 feet tall of something kicking up sand.
Then I'll put the bikes in the bed of the flatbed. And then get the buffalo. And then I'll get the buffaloes hooked up.
Give me an animal handling. Do you need the tray? Because, yeah, Austin, you can't come over to the DM's tray and roll. That's so rude.
Oh, that's why I'm loading it. My designators. So I can stop being a bad.
I know. That's why I'm kind of mad about it.
Stop being a bad.
I already told you don't come
Stage
back here
monkey.
once this session.
It's not with the D20 in the same hands as the candy.
Roll perception, bitch.
I mean, I could make candy D20. That's a real dangerous game real quick, though.
19 for animal.
So yeah, you're able to whistle and call over the beefalox, and they walk right up and let you get them all harnessed in.
At this point, I'll grab a cup of coffee and drink it.
So as you go inside, Oog, you're on the roof, correct? The other two are in the kitchen still?
Yup.
Wonderful. So you see a very buff individual running very quickly towards the oasis.
Oh shit, it's a cat.
And Oog runs away.
Ooh, makes an exit.
He leaves the cart again.
I live again.
I've survived. So,
This is true. Tulio hasn't died.
He's better at dodging than most people.
True.
hey, check. We're getting a set of lags.
But yeah, what you doing, Oog? You're the only one with this information right now.
I alert the cart to an approaching individual. Hey, guys.
Huh?
We have an approaching individual that we met earlier that didn't cause us any harm as far as I know. But doesn't talk much.
Which individual?
Muscly cat thing.
It's maybe 100 yards outside of the oasis at this point before it hits the green on the opposite side of Mudcuz and whatnot.
Are we moving yet?
Are we moving yet, Buford?
Now we are.
Sounds good. As the beeflocks start to move on, you notice it is not fast enough. It's gonna be meeting the cart in about 30 seconds.
Pull
Okay,
up my doggers and I get ready, but I just sit there and wait.
guys, just let me see if I can talk to it, because last time it didn't hit us whenever I tried to talk to it, so let's not attack it first thing.
Okay, fine.
I am now concerned.
Because you don't have any recollection of what they're talking about.
I am very concerned And I'm going to in my personal concern and confusion, weird arcane knowledge I didn't previously have is gonna pop into my head and be like, bam! And I'm gonna have this weird little cannon thing pop onto my shoulder.
Okay.
I now have my I'll get the right name of it. I now have my force cannon or force ballista, predator style, on my right shoulder.
Okay.
That's it. So I'm now concerned. Let's top him off so he's ready and waiting.
Ook. Sir Meow Meow comes into clear view through the brush and the fruit trees of the oasis, runs directly over the pond, and stops dead in front of the oxen.
Can we help you, sir?
Sir Meow Meow stares only at Buford, and the rest of the party hears meow. Buford, however, hears within his head, Father.
But I hear what?
Father.
I am distinctly not male right now, and
That's the great thing about this.
I really wish I was there right now.
I'm pretty sure I died a virgin. And while I'm not sure how I'm alive right now, I think I would remember a kid that's not even my species.
As you have this internal crisis and inner turmoil, you remember a very specific scene of an adventure of a dead man killing some puppets within the Golden Oaks and obtaining a few heads from those puppets. Some of them were more than just puppets, and some were abandoned in the forest. You see this wooden cat head upon this massively buff individual staring at you.
How far away are they from me?
They're standing directly in front of the beefalock, so 10 feet, as you're sitting presumably on the front bench to control the beefalocks.
He's come for child support.
So you call me father, what are you here for?
What am I?
I don't
Careful with this
know.
fucking answer, dickhead.
Why am I?
'Cause magic shit.
What are you?
I think I'm a bard.
Sir Meow Meow's head turns over to the cats lounging by the poolside. They give a very disdained look. Sir Meow Meow looks back at you, and you see through the mask form a stream of tears. The mask breaks, and you see almost an identical clone of young Buford, but in the most buffed out, roided, magical bullshit you could dream of.
Buford's a father! Good boy, you got
Do-
one.
Do you want some father-son time, or are you looking for a fight? What's the next step you thought was going on?
And you see why I'm glad I'm not there.
How did you think this conversation was going to go?
I wish to find answers. a purpose.
Okay.
Is he like still talking in his
What?
head, or is this like?
Yeah, they're just intensely staring at each other right
Okay.
now as you two just see the initial meow of Sir Meow Meow, and then there's deadlocked. The tears start, and the wooden mask like cracks and falls off. That's all you guys see.
Can we canonize it that I brought the pot of coffee and the
Yes.
cup out with me?
Yes, 100%.
Watching this.
So, mid conversation, I'm gonna pop off my magical awareness,
Mm-hmm.
so I can get eyes on any concentrated magic. What do I see in the creature?
You see a wave of the golden essence of this land and the oasis itself, with the shiny and both deep red sparks almost fluttering about you. You also see from the thing that calls you its father a beacon of golden, sheer golden light.
You're seeking purpose. That's a good start. That's what most everyone's looking for. You got a direction of purpose that intrigues you more?
We're gonna have to talk about your parenting skills.
I'm talking with the critter.
How can I speak?
I want to move to the kitchen for snacks.
You go in and get like some beef jerky, or jerky. I won't say beef.
Grab me some.
Get some little snacks. You go back out onto the front porch.
We're just sipping coffee and eating,
Oh.
snacking, watching.
I've
Just
got
like
some
chilling.
snacks to him.
Like leaning up against the bay window, just like, I need some more coffee.
I look up at the owl.
Because,
cat.
yeah.
Here's a piece.
Nice. The owl cat snatches it from you and eats it down. And Oog, I think at this point you would notice that your crystal cauldron is starting to have more of a hazily brown hue rather than the pure purple that it was.
I put down my snacks and beverage and I pop back in the cauldron and meditate.
Okay. Tulio, how are you holding the snacks, a coffee pot, and a coffee mug?
Well, since I'm luckily on the beautiful dining area of Mudka's, we have this beautiful banister, so I can set down the coffee pot, and then if I want to just sit here and eat snacks, set down that mug, refill.
You know what? The front porch of Mudcuz has never had anything other than the overhang and the driver's bench. But I'm gonna say
I could
that
settle
your
on the driver's
shadows,
bench.
your shadows start forming around Mudcuz and makes a little banister that you can just start putting the snacks out and you're like.
Just gonna cast detect thoughts so I can listen in.
Beautiful. I was about to say, you just hear silence at this point.
Yeah. I'm just like...
There's still, nothing has changed outside the oxen are just kind of like...
So
I'm supposed to be walking, but I shouldn't move.
Yup.
So I start playing a lullaby on my hurdy-gurdy.
Mm-hmm.
to throw a 3rd level Dispel Magic at it.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me a performance
This is
roll.
why he keeps dying.
Performance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want to go bard? That's a lot of performance, buddy.
Yep. I'm not hating on it.
Performance is great.
Execution.
I wish I could see through my animal's eyes so I could sit here and watch this shit go down.
26.
The spell goes off, and you know you've casted it correctly, but nothing changes.
Okay. So even with my do I see anything happen through my magic awareness?
Nothing
It just rolls
changes.
over them, nothing happens.
But I say there is no magic to dispel.
Can I? So I did do this in a previous session. Can I pop like the cross guard of my spear monocle style up so I can see what this thing looks like? And also the oasis. I'm
100%. Again, you just almost see as if a sandstorm is ravaging around you with the natural essence of the oasis, but you see the same giant sheer, almost as if it was pure golden mirrors that you can just barely see through, and just this pillar reaching to the sky, emanating from this entity.
Alright. And this one doesn't have the pollen flex, it's just a pure gold.
I'll say it is very much a sandy gold with hints of different red hues for the oasis itself.
Mhm.
This is just sheer gold.
I know I was talking about the entity, there wasn't like
Oh,
pollen
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, no. There
Okay.
is no distortions, no
Just pure gold.
just beacon.
Does Bedford have anything about him? Like any glowiness?
He has a very dull but a similar gold hue to him. It's nowhere near as eminent or powerful, but there is a slight shading for him. So similar, but you couldn't say it's the same type of thing.
Wonder if that's his something.
Could always do a religion check, see if you can identify,
Oh, hell yeah, I'll do a religion check.
because that would be appropriate for Julio and his upbringing.
Religion is +5. Oh no, that's not one. I'm dumb. No idea.
You believe it is belonging to the golden squirrel,
Squirrel. This is a gold squirrel.
which you have seen a statue of a golden squirrel with money laying up beneath it, nesting in a money tree at the shrine, and you're 100% that is what is connected
Definitely.
here. Yup, 100%.
So
Speak into the mic.
Nestle his neck.
I've missed you.
Because Tyler is kind of soft-spoken this week, according to the mic. Julio's been pretty good.
So you're seeking purpose. Do you want to go out to seek purpose, or are you expecting me to give you a purpose?
How many ways can I obtain purpose?
Most people determine their purpose on their own, or they spend their entire existence trying to figure out what their purpose is, bud.
Sir Meow Meow turns, walks over to the oasis, shares a few glances with the cats, walks back. I see. farewell. And just books it due north.
That was weird. Ooh, hunter's mark.
It's already gone.
Bitch!
And plus, don't you have... it is just sights, but no, they're gone.
Yeah, my hunter's mark is a feature, so it's weird.
I know.
really hope you guys tell Kronk this story when you get back. Because this is
How
the
far does it reach?
Hunter's mark?
No. The connection. Tulio.
To... Kronk? You could try.
I really look like I'm trying to take a shit. You just
Flat roll.
no.
Flat roll. This is up to the dice.
I can roll.
9.
So I can roll an extra d4.
You
with all my
get the
perception
classic...
Still looking for that fucking armor.
Please leave a message for...
checks.
Dickhead.
dickhead.
Still looking for the armor. But
Kronk, you randomly get this buzzing in your head right as you find the armor, and you just hear Tulio in the back of your mind say, still looking for the armor. Click.
I got it. Damn it. Damn it. Next time.
alright, so if the thing is gone, do you think you could get the cart moving again?
The cart's already started to go.
Get back on the cart!
He never got off. He's still sitting on the bench.
Okay.
He never got off
Hey,
the bench.
well, first off, he just has to make sure, because last time we didn't know you got off the car. You got off the car.
Do I
and you
notice?
ended up getting
Y'all were paying attention. I said I made an epic hero jump for the strike. None of y'all paid the fuck attention.
I'm gonna go for
It
the
was
strike.
announced. No, I said, because he had me describe it.
Yeah.
I told
Yeah,
a
he did
story about that strike.
He
said-
did
You
good on
fucks
that
weren't paying
strike.
attention.
He said God of War jump at it and smack it. We just sort of forgot he was still back there while it
Yeah.
exploded.
I
was
figured he
running for
was
my life.
running.
I was running for my life.
It was big and wanted to eat us.
It is the largest dragon any of you have encountered so far, even if it was a pseudo dragon.
We have done
far, he
really
says-
bad about regaling the locals with war stories, by the way.
We should probably start doing
We got the
You're
bird
not that-
back.
it. Meta pigeon. We should probably start doing that.
I need more money, so I need a way. I need people to give me money for some reason. So we need to talk up how much shit we do because I'm broke as fuck now. This one's Ugin Bedford. So if anyone asks, we totally beat that thing's ass, and that's what happened on this
only had a
adventure.
job like a bard that could make money really easy.
I have a job. It's going and getting the cart and bringing it back.
You're not doing a very good job of it, are you? You had to get my
Technically,
ass
you do
back
have
from the dead.
gambling.
Hmm?
You could always gamble.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm very aware that I can gamble. It's just yeah. Yeah. I only have 2 gold right now.
Hut hut, pick it up.
As you wave an invisible whip and make the sounds with your mouth, you see the beefalox look back at you and do 2 trots and then go back.
Please make him do an animal handling. That would be fucking hilarious. If he rolled
Only
a
if he
1.
actually wants something to happen.
Nah, I'm fine with that.
If he's just giving me random exposition, I'll give him random exposition back.
I also
Oh,
can't gamble
I'm
with
okay.
any of them because they didn't know exactly what it was that I did, but I did promise to not play games with.
Yes,
The
you
party
you
members.
promise to never make bets with a party member.
Yup.
Just as a flat out rule for Tulio.
Make bets all the time.
No.
He
I don't.
suggests bets for other people to do. He does not present them as his own bet.
Oh, okay. He never makes a bet with me. I make bets with him about who's gonna die.
And as long as he's not presenting the bet, he's not
Okay.
giving a bet. He's
I didn't know that was okay. Well, then that's fucking fine. As long as
It is all in
it's
the
like, oh,
wording.
shit.
Hey, I have maintained everything that I've said that I would do directly. I have done.
That's true.
You both are having an argument, and you're like a theoretical argument with each other, but it's actually you two
He's
perfectly.
like just finding the armor. He's like, just fucking gun. I'm gonna have to deal with Tulio. He's gonna ask all these fucking stupid questions about the goddamn armor.
But no, at this point for you guys, he's still searching, so he's having his little background theater in his head. But it is just you and Tulio and Kronk, having bullshit adventures and arguing.
You have a very faint sense in the back of your head of being poor and wanting to change it. It's not a familiar feeling for Kronk.
He's like, this would be a great fantasy. What if I had no money?
He's having
What
like
a
the rich
sad, weird feeling. Well, glad that's gone.
Glad that's not real.
Yeah, I'll just go back to playing the hurdy-gurdy, I guess. Road trip music.
Okay. You guys may get back onto the main road and start back to Cape Copper, presumably, to go retrieve your final party member.
Yeah. And hopefully not die along the way.
Do we want to do some?
Anything
Watch rolls
noteworthy?
or something for the travel.
No, because it's through the desert and then into Cape Copper is the next terrace. So it's not a major travel. It's only about 4 hours. You'll return about an hour after Kronk has already finished searching. So we're gonna leave you guys to travel with your music, your snacks, unless you want to do something.
There's one thing I wanted to do. Once we got like far enough away from the Oasis, I want to check out the fucking circuitry and see if I can like see what the fuck it does now. In the cart.
Arcana roll.
Yeah. I've been wanting to know what the fuck the cart does since
Because
12.
he did technically
No.
reset it to his family's god.
Ah, fuck.
There are just still essence of Lunalos, essentially.
12.
And yeah, you can just see the fading happening more actively and throughout the cart. You still have like your corner in his room, and the places that you've like nested seem to have the most concentrated energy still and is holding on, but most everything else is like slowly growing to gold of a true like proper gold coin gold. Because that is the essence of the Paperninskis.
Alright.
That card's been through a lot Arcana-wise.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The
It's kind of
merchants.
confused right now. But yes, I would say you're still able to interact and utilize a lot of the comforts, but you can definitely tell the connection that you had before is starting to fade and get weaker.
Well, I don't intentionally fucking hit someone with that.
But so you never tend to harm anything, so there's no adverse reaction. But it is still
Not as tied to me as I would like to fuck with it.
yes. If you want to change any of the actual main spells, yes.
Okay.
But the protections, as far as you can tell, are staying, just changing prime directives, essentially.
Okay.
Because everything flows through a specific thing per god, so.
Okay.
But yeah. As essentially as you get closer back to Kronk, it gets more gold. But yes, Kronk, you find your family's armor that you've kind of lost, not really. Misplaced.
I was misplaced.
Misplaced is the best terminology for this incident. What would you like to do as you sit in the black abyss, lost and
Well,
found?
now that I have this damn armor, I'm gonna go drink and wait for my party to show back up.
So you're just gonna carry it with you?
Well, I'm not putting their shit back in my room. It'll end up back down here. So I'm gonna put it on.
Give me 3 rolls, take out the 2 highest.
These are really bad odds.
These are.
Yeah. He hasn't fully atoned and he's trying to put on holy armor.
Oh no.
Well, there's a 1, so go ahead.
He gets burned.
You start putting on the armor and you start feeling the warmth and fond memories of your family. All of the rituals you've done in the years, all of the tributes you've given to Squeakum. The armor fits you perfectly, and you feel as if you're getting a warm hug from your family that gets tighter and tighter until you are not able to take this armor off.
Oh, this hurts.
It is almost tighter than you presume Oog's gimp suit would be if you put his on.
Well, this will be interesting.
But you do emit a light about 5 feet around you at all times now.
Alright, sweet.
So the dark abyss is a little bit lighter now, but
He's a glowing dickhead.
I'm a glowing dickhead. Aha!
oh yeah. And
Oh, shit.
you have one distinct memory as you fully embrace what you have just essentially just put on. You have one traumatic memory from your childhood because you were a rather well-off kid, always had money, always had something to do. But one night, your father was reading a tome, an ancient tome about hobbits, dwarves, and elves. And you aren't quite sure why, but they got into a very serious argument about one of the battles within the book. And they are screaming all night, and you're terrified of what may come the next morning. Nothing ever did, but it was just a very traumatic time for you.
Well,
I love
That's
that
weird.
humanity. Gotta put that back in the deck.
that normally only happens when I've been drinking.
And you're still on your
Weird.
way to drink.
I haven't even started. Well, here we go. This will be interesting.
You walk down the stairs of the mayor's manor, down the main ramp of Cape Copper, down to the Dragon's Tongue. As you enter, you see all the familiar faces. Betsy's hopping around. You're not sure if she's waiting tables, tending to the fire in the spit at the center of this tavern, or just collecting debts. Maybe a little bit of all. You see Kronk sitting at the bar. Cusco, thank you. And
Wow, that's weird.
I haven't done that yet.
There's an doppelganger, I hope.
Mimic!
They can only mimic inanimate objects.
Well, as long as he's just sitting at the
That's why
bar.
doppelgangers and shape changers are way more freaky.
But yes, Cusco's at the bar, drinking, has about 3 shot glasses turned over in front of him, and there's about half of the whole tavern is full. Pretty lively. Everyone's having a good time. What you doing?
I'm going over to pull up a stool next to Cusco. Gonna drink.
As you sit down, Drac comes over with a pint of ale and sets it in front of you. Cusco almost seems as if he's ignoring you. Doesn't respond, doesn't react to you sitting next to him. He downs 2 more, flips them, asks for 4 more.
Quit being an ass, Cusco.
Kronk?
It's dickhead.
It's a dickhead.
You know those magics won't work on me.
What?
You got your body back?
Yeah.
And I see you put on the armor.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Kinda snug.
You
Really
won't die
snug.
now. That we can be sure.
Yeah. This is gonna suck. But it must be done.
Do you want to know what the last letter from Father said?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
He has had to atone for the things Squeakum requires are not always just gold, but often the wealth of the family, the blood of the family.
Hmm.
Our father is dead.
Well. Shit. Should have seen that coming.
As the oldest, are you going to take the seat?
That's when Tulio just gets go fuck, go fuck, go fuck, go fuck, go fuck.
Literally. You get about an hour out from Cape Copper and you just see this like
You just hear screaming in the back of your head.
I hear screaming and I'm like, wait, that involves having a family. Man, I'm so glad that's just a fantasy. I'm glad that's not me.
literally.
Well,
Oh, never mind.
That's not me. Wouldn't that be weird?
well. I'd have to go back home, wouldn't I?
You would. Do you dare step back in?
Cusco, I left home for a reason.
I know. He slides a contract over. If you sign it away, I can take care of it.
Oh, what kind of deal with the devil is this gonna be? I snatch it up and read it.
You look at this and give me a intelligence roll.
Oh, I should get advantage with this because he's technically a merchant. So
It is a
would be-
merchant's contract because it is to be the head of a merchant's guild. But without this roll, that's about all you can tell. The big header is head of guild.
And it's what?
Intelligence.
So your intelligence mod.
How is it?
It's just going to be under like your base character stuff, 7 intelligence.
+4.
Plus 4.
Dirty 20, baby.
Wonderful. You see that this contract is to forthright or forego the right to claim any of the rights, properties, or control of the Merchants Guild. As the oldest in your bloodline now, You can either sign this away to the next eldest, or take the throne.
Happy with you either.
I'll say, we all know that Kronk has a rocky past with his family. Not as bad as Tulio, but still a pretty rocky past, and he is here for a reason.
Yeah, I was just sitting over here like, Julio might have a family.
I'll tell you what. Make it so I still have access to the bank. And we'll sign it over. Can't lose everything from the bank.
If you never plan to go home, what's use is the bank at home? The money we have, we are the richest people here. You know that, right? Nobody sleeps on gold, Kronk.
Well,
I do.
I wouldn't know that because I'm not in other people's houses. So, I guess.
So as one that has no connection to the people really need to be providing them with the goods and services they need? One that doesn't even want to be there? One that has been forsaken by their
Damn it,
family?
I get it. And you're right. I have been forsaken by the family.
We all know this isn't going to me. I'm just the middleman. I'm the mayor here now because of you, so
I'll sign the damn contract.
we're kind of stuck, but we gotta send something back. This would be a blood seal contract.
I take it. I put my thumb. I stamp my thumb. And I sign my name.
As you do, Cusco looks at you almost with a saddened tear in his eye, rolls it up, takes 4 more shots, somehow all at once, like waterfalls them, places them down, and walks out. You see Betsy watch him go out and follow closely behind. You are now there in the bar with your pint. Trauma.
I just sit there and look off into the distance, have a 1,000-yard stare with my pint, just every once in a while. Not even take a drink, just go and
So
do my-
while you have your 1,000-yard stare, you're staring directly at Drac as he's just cleaning a mug. He doesn't look concerned. He doesn't look scared. He's just... And he sees you, like, spill your drink, replaces it with a new one, starts cleaning it. He stops filling them after the second one, but he just keeps switching them out.
I'm gonna need something stronger. And to open my mouth, I guess.
Yeah, drinking is kind of the point of the alcohol, but I don't know where you just went. I was just trying to help, man.
I guess I've developed some sort of drinking problem. I guess.
If it's not going down, I guess.
I guess.
Fucking
Give me the strongest thing you got. That's not gonna kill me.
Drac turns around, opens a cabinet in the corner, reaches real far back, and pulls out. The best way I can say it is Oog Ooze Green.
Ooh.
Puts it on the table. No charge, man. And then goes to the other end of the bar, but is still watching you. Cleaning a glass.
Is there a shot glass nearby?
There's about 12 right next to you.
Okay, I'm going to pour 3 shot glasses and do one of them right now.
It goes down almost as if gelatinous jello meets the sweetest Mai Tai. And you immediately feel like you can breathe fire.
The last time someone drank something that they asked to make it the strongest, they got turned into a woman.
To be fair, I said that.
I was waiting until after you drank it to mention it because it was way funnier that way.
Last time was a Card Against Humanity drink, so until I start reaching behind me, you don't gotta worry too much. That's when real chaos comes.
Like, just took a shot of Fireball, kind of breathed fire.
Fireball that's been distilled and crossbred with moonshine.
Oh shit.
A little bit of absinthe in there, yeah.
I'm gonna sit there and wait for my Patriots to show.
Beautiful. It takes you guys about an hour after to get back to the front gates. At this point, Pike or Perp, you're not sure which, but one's upon the top of the gate, like just sweeping up, doing some general maintenance, sees you coming, and you see them do like a little stompy dance, and then the gate, almost as if the solid block unweaves and a very ornate and dramatic entrance, and then he just goes back to sweeping.
You guys are the best.
That kind of makes sense to be a little far away though. As you guys enter back into Cape Copper with your caravan of carts, and you're kind of looking like a circus at this point, but
Is my pot glowing?
no, this would be right before sundown, right at like 7:38. You're really just overtaken by the orange glow and hue of the late hour, as well as the reflection of all the copper of Cape Copper. Most anything else that has a hue doesn't really take over. It just is very much still its color, is all I'll say.
I've been meditating in the pot since.
Yeah, but you weren't meditating on anything specific. That's more of like a resting situation.
Fair enough.
Unless something's acting upon you or you're acting upon something else, not much is going to happen.
I was more trying to get a feel for the energies around us.
I was about to say, nothing would have been negative or different, I would say. You would just see the ley lines that would have followed the road for the main point, have a few off jets, but nothing notable, I would say.
Okay.
Just because this is a path you've taken several times at this point and have kind of cleared and made your marks at certain places. Yeah.
As we're going through the gate, I want to be. Hey, Tulio, here's the leads, and hop off and run to the barn.
Okay.
I'll just ditch them before they get back to wherever we're parking this thing.
I'll say, y'all have been parking at the first main terrace, just so you don't have to bring the cart back up the ramp. But
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Right inside the
I'd
gate.
ditch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd ditch them at the gate.
Yeah. No problem.
I got some money to make.
Anybody else doing anything as the oxen?
I'm parking the cart.
I'm staying with the cart.
I was about to say, for the most part, the oxen park themselves. They have a little trough and watering spot just inside the gate for them.
Okay.
If you want, you can unharness them.
Yeah.
The gates are reclosed. They aren't going anywhere.
I'll harvest them.
This is their home. They know where to go if they need shit. But yeah. Sounds good. Oog, you doing anything?
Just floating and meditating, enjoying being in my cauldron again.
Beautiful.
I want to go rummaging in the cart and see if there's any alcohol that Kronk has stashed that we haven't found yet. Because I don't think we've drank anything that's been in the cart other than coffee.
He didn't really have much else that was in there. Yeah, he had coffee, tea, and oog slime now, but that's really the extent of the liquids and the base water and the troughs.
I'm in town now.
You
I
are.
start looking like I'm gonna shit really bad. Hey, rich boy, you need to buy booze for the cart.
You just hear almost as if a flat line in a hospital, but you have no clue what this means, and yeah, just this constant high pitch ringing.
Taking that as a yes.
Bring corn.
I only have the one. How many?
Corn.
Up to interpretation.
I walk into the bedroom, I'm assuming it's all beautifully stacked again because...
Outside of where obviously the animals continually come back, but yeah, for the most part it's still perfectly stacked.
I just look at it, I pick up a coin.
Said bring coin.
Bring coin.
Beautiful. And you start heading down to the Dragon's Tongue.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So Buford is the first one there. You enter the bar and you just see Kronk sitting there with a 1,000-yard stare, and at this point like 24 shot glasses stacked up around him.
Are they all empty?
Yes, they're all empty and flipped, and he still has like a pint sitting in front of him.
Do I notice the bottle that is pouring all these shots?
You see half a bottle of Oog Purple. That's what it's called now. Because that's the closest liquid you could say is
Do I
similar.
see clean shot glasses here?
No, but as you approach, I do think Drac would be watching you and being like, what's going on, man? He brings over you like 4 shot glasses and a pint on the side.
I'll set them up real quick. I'll hit him with the purple stuff. I'll hit one of the oog shots.
Mm-hmm.
Slide the other 3 in front of him. Bartender, take my pint and I'm gonna go up on stage and start playing for the night.
Beautiful. Give me a performance and take it with advantage.
Go ahead, roll on the floor.
He has a rolling tray.
Okay.
If it rolls out of the tray, that's whenever it counts.
Plus 6 swing. A 19.
You.
For my first.
I was about to say, I was just gonna do it for the set.
5-song set, so call it an hour.
Okay. So you're able to make about 10 gold in this time.
And I'm planning to play till midnight.
Okay.
Just keep.
We can just roll that over if you don't want to stop and interact with whatever they tend to do. But you're doing this all before
I'll keep an eye
Tulio.
on them, but I'm focused on playing till midnight, get everyone up and rowdy, and throwing me tips
Mm-hmm.
for the night.
Yeah. I mean, we can just roll that 19 throughout. Again, if you're not
Fair.
stopping in between and restarting.
Not just for drinks, maybe dinner. Like nothing too. Nothing.
I was about to say, yeah, nothing that would interrupt the flow.
Yeah, nothing that wouldn't be standard for a night of someone playing at the bar.
Beautiful. So at this point, Tulio would be entering, and you would just see, yeah, these.
I walk up to Kronk and take the coin, set it next to him. I brought coin.
19.
You smart ass.
Yeah.
I asked you how many. You said bring coin.
Oh, well. I guess I did, didn't I? Hey, there's some shit. Link coins and plural. I guess I should have threw the S. Well, shit.
How's your day, Ben?
I was playing.
Oh,
Counting right.
well, my day. We'll talk about my day. All right. So my day, I spent the first like 5.5 hours.
I will say, Buford, you tasted almost like a slimy honey mead. But yeah, it all goes down like a non-Newtonious fluid, so all in one piece, just continually.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Jello shots. Ugh.
Tulio, yeah, you almost think this is exactly like some Jello shots you once had from a shifty guy out back when you were trying to have your party nights as a kid, but they were not made well. But this is somehow better. But same texture.
Tastes good. Texture's the same.
Yes. And yeah, you got the floor, Kronk. How was your day? Sorry. My name Jeff. You could always just contact Jeff again with the resonance crystal at the mayor's manor that y'all never use. shot glasses, and they whiz by his head and crash against the back, but it almost just makes the crowd more rowdy and hype for his music, making a little more punk show.
Yeah, I have that spell.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
I'll
would
pop off dancing lights as they break across the black wall. Just
Nice.
flared up.
I can't even be mad about that.
You told him to get better with playing.
I was about to say, he's doing pretty good.
I am not upset about this at all. I wish he would choose a different instrument, not gonna lie, but he's gotten better.
Maybe dying makes you better at music.
I'm not gonna test that one.
You should try. You've done it twice. You might be better than him.
Right.
All the songs are just ramping the bar crowd up. I'm not doing the smart thing of
Mm-hmm. Ebb and flow.
we're just
All
flying.
rise.
It's all up.
It's all hype music, guys. It's all hype EDM on the hurdy-gurdy.
So I'm gonna walk up to
Pretty
Buford
dirty EDM.
and yell as loud as I can in his ear.
So I will say there is a protection barrier around the stage, so no one but performers can get on the stage.
I'm gonna get as close as I can and yell as loud as I can. Did you fuck a cat thing?
You just hear the crowd go, "He fucked a cat thing!"
Not that I can fucking remember. Now stop fucking up my set.
That did not answer the question.
Hey,
I was dead. I don't know how I came
based
back.
on my background, can I do a thing whenever the entire crowd goes, "He fucked a cat thing"? Can Tulio get some beautiful inspiration, use his disguised self ability, make himself look like the cat thing, and just dance across the stage like a fucking mascot?
Everyone is gaining.
My background is performer, that's why
I
I'm
know,
And
I know.
it would technically work with the performance.
I know.
And everyone is gaining. If you make them roll for it, everyone is getting inspiration. So,
I'm aware.
yeah.
I just want to be a dickhead.
I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of this. Okay.
I know, I just wanted to make sure you were done as the performer on stage. Did you have any rebuttal towards these actions?
I can't do nothing but short answers because I am singing with my playing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a knot that I can remember, and after that, I can't. I'm working here. Fuck off.
And
Talk about it later.
"He fucked a cat
Again,
thing,"
did
dances
you
across the
fuck
stage.
a cat thing?
Back across the stage. Every time
I was
he's
about to
asked,
say,
he
I'm
just
gonna
walks
say-
across the stage.
Yes, you
I'm
can
mad.
turn
I
into
didn't-
Muscle Cat, but not Sir Meow Meow.
Okay.
Wish version of Sir Meow Meow, so still buff, but it's like a deformed cat head. And just, yeah, dancing in the background, being his hype man, silent hype man. And as soon as he, like, after
Every time he
everything, the crowd starts to turn on Kronk. He's like, "Fuck off, he's working."
I'm gonna drop.
He has the crowd right now.
Me just like behind him.
Mm-hmm. You're helping him, technically.
How big's the bar?
Right now, well, the bar is about 30 by 30 open
Perfect.
room.
So, out of nowhere, as everyone can kind of hear the frustration and getting fucked with while I'm trying to work, there's going to be a like holographics start showing up on the walls, like a holographic show. To pop.
Oh no, the mic did die.
Oh no.
Big sad. Do we have a super long? Yeah.
My blue one.
That's how you might need to turn it back on. Bottom and the back.
Where's my phone cord?
I don't know if it'll allow charging and discharging at the same time. Probably not. Okay. I mean, we could take a break there and go
Okay.
from the bar next time.
For the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.